Contest on EA Sports. Tonight's a good one here in the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome everyone to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need 3 straight wins against the best teams in the NFL, beginning with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, Kate, and I love the way you say that right there. You just lay out the journey. And I'll tell you, in this journey right now, you're not going to find a team anywhere in this bracket who isn't 100% convinced they're going to be the ones standing in the end. But the time for words is over. Now, your season's on the line. Every time you take the field, it is win or go home.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there. First down. Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
And I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness, up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Rodgers off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Escapes a defender. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Kate, it is a long postseason road ahead of them, especially when you're the road team in this wild card environment. They're going to likely be underdogs all postseason long, so you better embrace that moment. You better attack it like every play is on the line. In this first drive, I'd expect them to lead by example. Be aggressive from the jump.
He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Back to the air. It's Smith. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. Now he's past the 25. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that's sure.
On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. It's caught. That's Thielen. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. We'll cobble together a yard there. The main Pratt's with the play defensively.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Well, you could see he gets the ball and he sees a defender waiting for him right on the edge, and at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tight end going in motion here. Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Motioning the tight end now. Rodgers thrown again on second. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He finds Aguilar. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set now. First and 10. Now Gainwell. It's inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Smith on first down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
It's Mostert on second down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing on third, Smith. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
From the gun, Smith. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Now setting up the screen to Mostert. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They've got first down from the 31. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. They'll run with Mostert. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. He can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And oh, he got it! Interception! Patrick Queen in to pick it off.
Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
This is Gainwell. And he's going to be brought down into the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down throw here by Rogers. Escapes the pocket. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
A give right side to Gainwell. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play.
Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play.
Here we go. Good shot.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. Jukes away from one. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects on the crosser. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly. The catch moves into the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
This one's caught. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Smith on first down. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the red zone on first. Ball's in again. It's Bowers. Touchdown! The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gainwell. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers need some big yards in a hurry. Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds with close to enough for the first. But he is marked short, so it is 4th down and less than a yard. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. On first down, here's Smith. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver could easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down, Smith to throw. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. That's him on the quick hitter. Oh, he loses the football. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. The Steelers calling their first timeout. As they'll meet, now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Rodgers from the gun. That's his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He's running with it. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers.
From the red zone now. It's inside the 10. Short pass brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
1st and goal.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Going again here. It's Rodgers. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. So we're all knotted up, and with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They've got 1st down from the 31. A run from Roster to begin the 3rd. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll air it out on third. That's taken in by Tucker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
It's a gain of 10. And the Las Vegas first down.
Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Smith setting the throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Give on third to Mostert. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for Raiders first.
A gain of 12. And the Raiders first down.
Heads out on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Here's a give inside to Mostert. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. They'll throw, third and long. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Got a man. Bowers has it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again. Mostert
will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to his safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal.
Here we go.
White's going to try to smash his way in. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces third and goal. One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes third and goal. Blitz coming for Smith. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. But there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Has it at the 45. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Drive starts with a carry by White. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. So now here's 3rd and 5. Now Smith. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. So a stoppage here for an injured player, and this is not good. Brock Bowers in some discomfort. Medical staff headed to him. They're set up at the 35 now. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Running on 2nd with White. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Smith. Complete out to the right side. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll go, it's Mostert. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's the Steelers with it and trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Completed over the middle. He's out in the clear. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now they send their back in motion right. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Caught by Freiermuth. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Again, Rodgers. Front pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Rodgers from the gun. Aguilar with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Putting the tight end in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with the game-winning drive.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. Now setting up the screen to Mostert. All the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He'll throw it. Brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
They stick with Gainwell. Escapes the defender. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers don't want to see this one go to overtime. Third and a lone yard coming up. Trying to move the chains here with a jet sweep. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw now didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like you could see that from the booth. This defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Finds him on the crossing route. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mostert with it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
16 yards. First down.
First and 10. It's a give to White. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
White running again on second. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Again, this is White. And he gets a few on the punch forward. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Here's White again. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So here's Daniel Carlson with the game in the balance. Pretty easy kick here, Brock. Just 22 yards. That one is good. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.